Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name's Max, and I'm going to be playing another Pauper League today, and I'm going to be playing this Blue-Red Fairies Brew, and I'm pretty excited to play this one again. I played it before, had decent results, but not great, but I think this deck is really strong, and I just really wanted to play it again. So we're going to give it another shot. But first, let me say my channel, youtube.com/snapbolt. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, give me a like on this video. You can subscribe with the dog in the bottom right, or there's a link down below to my channel. Go check it out. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's just get right into the deck tech and then go into the league. So this is blue-red fairies, but we're not playing Augur of Bolas, which most people play. Instead, I'm playing 4 Fairy Miscreant. And then I'm also playing 4 Spire Golem because you don't really care about the spell count anymore. You're not trying to keep the spell count high. So you can play more creatures. Right now, 20 lands, 20 creatures, 20 spells. But 20 spells really isn't enough for Augur. You need like even closer to 24 to be able to consistently hit off Augur. So instead, we're going more with like the mono blue approach with Miscreant, Fairy Seer, Spellstutter Ninja, Spire Golem as our creature package. But then we still get the red removal and Scred and Lightning Bolt. So, I mean, it looks really strong to me, and I think it's going to be good. The only downside is that you have to have tap lands where mono blue doesn't. But getting access to these 8 removal spells at 1 mana, which are all great, and then these powerful red sideboard cards, I think is going to be good. So let me just go through the list and then we'll get into some games. 4 Ash Barrens, 4 Fjord. I think 4 Fjord is where you want to be, especially with Spire Golem. I think less than that is just wrong. I really like having a land that's a blue and red source in one, not to mention it's a snowland for Scred, and it's an island for Spire Golem. So it just seems perfect in the deck. And then the rest islands, and 1 mountain. And then again, the creatures, we're playing the 8 1-drop fairies, and that makes Spellstutter Sprite even better because you have more 1-drop fairy draws into Spellstutter. 4 ninja. This is the main engine of the deck, and the full 4 Spire Golem. And then our interaction, we're playing 4 Lightning Bolt, 4 Scred, like I said, 4 Counterspell, that's it. And then 4 Ponder Preordain as our card selection. So the list is just really straightforward. It's all 4 ofs. I don't like Brainstorm as much. I know a lot of people like it, but I like 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain better. Ponder seems better. You can keep more opening hands with the 1 land Ponder, where 1 land Brainstorm you can't. And Ponder shuffles by itself. So I do like Ponder better than Brainstorm, but I understand if people want to go like 4 Preordain, 2 Ponder, 2 Brainstorm, but I still like this better. And then the sideboard's just a pretty standard blue-red sideboard. I've been liking Curfew, so I'm running 2 of those. And let's go with it. Let's just go right into the first game. See you there. All right, welcome to round 1. We're on the play. I'm gonna snap keep this hand. This hand's great. Turn 1 Miscreant. Hopefully turn 2 counter something with Spellstutter. Turn 3 just jam Spire Golem. That's if we don't draw anything else better. This looks good. Just looks like we're mono blue Fae right now. Got this bolt. Sweet. Against Burn? Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Well, Spellstutter really shines in this matchup. So does Spire Golem. Hopefully they just play a 1-drop and I just get to Spellstutter it. That's just the dream, basically. Oh, it's Boros Monarchy. Okay, that's not as good for us. That's a tough matchup. I think I'm just gonna jam Spire Golem. This doesn't even counter that much. Now our hand is looking a lot worse. When I thought it was Burn, I was kind of excited. Felt like we had a good shot with Spire Golem, but now it's looking pretty sketchy actually. Okay, Squadron Hawk. I mean, Hawk is like tough for this deck to beat too. You gotta counter the first one. Okay, well, we're having mana problems. So we have a good amount of red sources, but we haven't found one yet. Our hand is bad here. Not able to set up any ninja. We just got bolted right away. They resolved the Squadron Hawk. They did only get 1 more Hawk, so either they have Hawks in hand, but most likely they just didn't want to discard. The bad news is I cannot counter Hawk with this. I can only counter 1-drops. I think attacking with Spire Golem, trading 2 for 1 there is better. We'll see what the opponent does here. But yeah, Boros is, I'd say, definitely a bad matchup for us. Kind of cool playing these OG Zendikar lands. Just have to let this resolve, unfortunately. They go Hawk. Attack for 1. I'm not going to trade Spell Stutter for that. I'm going to hopefully counter a Bolt or something with this. And they're not playing another Hawk. Interesting. I'm not going to run out Spell Stutter. Second Spell Stutter. I hope they try to block and then go Bolt. Did not think they were going to do that, but might as well try for it. We'll see what they do. If they do tap out for something, I may consider playing Spell Stutter and then playing another Spell Stutter, but I'm not going to play flash one in to try to block. Certainly not. They're probably just going to play another Hawk. I think I'll just let it resolve. I can't try to play one and then another one. If they have any Lightning Bolt or anything, I kind of just get blown out. I'll just continue to wait. Maybe I'll find some 1-drops with these eventually. I'm just not going to attack now. Now that it's 3 for 2, I think I'd rather just stay back. Because now if they start going for, like, if they attack and try to Lightning Bolt my Spire Golem, I can just Spell Stutter counter the Bolt. Alright, what do they got? They're at 7 cards in hand. Yeah, no attack. Okay. They might think we just have like actual counter spells when we don't have anything. Especially because they think we're mono blue at this point. Alright. Cycle. Get Mountain, obviously. And pass. I don't think I'm going to attack. I think it's better to just stay back at this point. I feel like there's like no chance that they go for like double bolt on Golem. Because I can just let the first one resolve and counter the second one. They're going for a braid on that. I don't think there's anything I can really do against a braid. That's really bad for me. Because if I play Spell Stutter and then play another Spell Stutter, they just get to bolt a Spell Stutter. That's brutal. Alright, resolves. I probably just have to Lightning Bolt a Hawk here. Just take my licks with that Spire Golem. It's going to be rough because I haven't been able to set up any engine. And post board, they get to bring in Pyroblasts. So, yeah, I always say I should play that deck, and I just haven't queued it up. Maybe after this league, I'll queue it up for a league. All right, Hawk resolves. Hawk is just so hard for this deck to deal with. If you counter the first one, you can obviously be fine. But if they're able to resolve it, and then they just get so much value, it can be rough. I think I just have to bolt 1. I'll just take 2. Again, I'm not going to Spell Stutter to try to block. Not under like that much pressure. If they go for looting or something, I can try to counter it. Not looking great here. Also haven't drawn a cantrip yet. So that's pretty rough. I'm just going to bolt another Hawk, as bad as that is. This Hawk is just like a 4 for 1, basically. They're going for Strands. All right, well, I gotta just let that resolve, unfortunately. I can't counter it. But I think this matchup is just rough. You just feel like there's like nothing you can do. All right, well, I don't think I can let this resolve. I just have to try to go for double Spell Stutter on this. And then they'll probably just bolt 1 and I'll concede because I have nothing left. I guess I could try to draw a Ninja and keep going, but Electrickery main deck. Wait. What just happened? Was that a glitch? They just Electrickery this and it didn't die? What happened? Oh, it's Prismatic Strands. Wow. Because they strands named red. That is funny. Alright, well, I'm attacking. I think I'll just play Fjord. Just got super flooded, no cantrips. And even though the opponent punted, it's just not going to matter. We're going to lose. That's pretty funny. Just counter their own strands. All right, so now they just don't attack. Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna concede. That was brutal. Ninja, but there's no way we're getting through. They're drawing. They already drew one extra card. They can draw an extra one. They punted hard. Didn't matter. We got wrecked. Drew a lot of lands there. I think all the Hydroblasts are good because they're gonna have bolts and they're gonna bring in Pyroblasts. I think Relic is also actually very good. Deals with strands, deals with Battle Screech, deals with Faithless Looting to some extent. It's just, I think it's just worth it to have. I think what's not good is like these small flyers that I have. I think I can just side out all the Miscreants just because they have, even if they don't have Core Skyfisher, they have like Battle Screech and all these like little like Squadron Hawks and stuff that just like make these look like freaking silly. They just look bad. So definitely don't want too much of that effect. I can even go a little bit greedy and go down on Faeries here as well. I think it's just the worst part of my deck. And I could cut like either a Ponder or one Spire Golem. Spire Golem seems actually pretty decent against them. Um, can't bring in Gorilla Shaman. They're the straight like actual Boros Monarch deck. They're not the one with like Glen Hawks and a bunch of artifact lands and stuff. I don't really want to side out a Bolt or a Scred. Those seem decent. Maybe Bolt actually isn't good. And I can keep in Fairy Seers. No, Bolt still kills like a lot of important things. Might be too much removal. I can go just down to 3 Bolt and 3 Fairies here, keep my cantrips. Just because a lot of their creatures, other than Seeker of the Way, they just gain so much value out of, like Battle Screech tokens, um, Squadron Hawk. If they have Core Skyfisher, they gain value out of that too. I think I want the 4 Hydroblast though, and just protect my stuff from the red spells. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I can just try to find lands with Fairies here and Preordain. So I'm very, very likely to find a second land here. I have 2 looks. There's a second one. I'm going to bottom the Scred, top the island. Because even if I didn't see a land there, I get to bottom, draw a random card, and then Preordain, look 2 more cards. Or I could even ponder to see 1 more, but just electric that right now. Okay. We're drawing island. I'll just lead Preordain here. Could draw Fjord that we want to play. I think I'm just going to top here. Top. And then I can just ponder right now. And then I can just jam Spire Golem next turn and jam another Spire Golem. Yeah, these have got to be good enough. They're not like fantastic, but again, it lines up my plays pretty decently. Turn 3 Spire Golem, turn 4 Spire Golem with Hydroblast up. So it's something. Let's see if multiple Spire Golems can get the job done. And there's Hawk that they resolved. They get 2 more Hawks. Yeah, this matchup seems rough. And I'm drawing Island next turn, which is not great, but at least I get to Spire Golem with Blue Blast up. They could have a Journey to Nowhere, but most other things that possibly kill this. Wow, Morningstar. That's actually good against me too. All right, I'm gonna attack and then play another Golem. They can equip Hawk, but if I ever find a red source, I can deal with Morningstar reasonably. That's pretty mana intensive. I haven't seen this card for a while. 2 mana equipment, and it's +2/+2 and 2 to equip. But in these like kind of grindy like things where creatures matter, yeah, it can really make a big difference. Like every Hawk that they play now can potentially become a 3/3. That's huge. So Ash Barrens would be a good draw. Nice. Nice. That puts us in this game. So now I'm just going to Lightning Bolt the Squadron Hawk and attack for 4. I think that's better than Blue Blasting it. Or than shredding it, not Blue Blasting. Oh, it's hit for 4. And then they're probably just going to play another Hawk and equip it. And then I probably just have to scred that one too, and then go from there. Yep. Resolves. They have another one in hand anyway, so now countering it's not even that good. I would have had to counter both, but it's not like I can do anything anyway. I'm feeling like I want to behold the multiverse or two in this deck. All right, so they have two more Hawks in hand. I have another removal spell here. They go to 15. They attack for 1, sure. Okay. Counterspell? Wow. I'm 2 for 2 on calls here. I cannot counter another Hawk though. I have to just let it resolve, I think. But having the counterspell is decent. Even if they go Hawk equip, I can still just attack with both and try to get in for 2. The problem is then I have to like counter a bolt that kills Spire Golem, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah, I don't think I have the luxury of countering a Hawk here, so I can also draw more lightning bolts or shreds to deal with it. I can also consider just not attacking. I do think that this is like one of, if not the worst matchup for this deck. And they're just gonna play. Oh, they're gonna just equip, and then are they not gonna play Hawk? They are going to. Okay. I think I just let that resolve. I can actually attack with both. If they go to double block, I get kind of wrecked. But it's also pretty risky for them to go for a double block, I think. Fjord. I don't know if they will, because if they do, and I just like bolt this, and then I get to 2 for 1 them, they might be a little desperate and go for it. In which case, I just trade Hawk for Spire Golem. Yeah, they're just taking. Okay, they're at 7. See if we can get there. I have a counter spell. They have 5 cards in hand and a clue though. These Hawks, man. I actually kind of like this art. It's kind of sick. I like the original art too, though. And the newly appreciated Thraben Inspector Thizface art. And this is just classic. They're drawing a card. I mean, that's what they're doing. And then they play a tap land. That's not the end of the world for me here. They're at 7. Are they going to attack? It's interesting that they didn't block last turn and then they didn't attack this turn. If I just aggressively attack, are they going to go for the double block? I'm not sure. I think I go for it. They might have to now because they're at a lower life total. They could also just block with just 1. Like, why wouldn't they just block with 1 Squadron Hawk? They are going for double block. That makes sense. They're under pressure, but I get to hit them down to 5 here. And I have counter blue blast in hand, which is actually pretty good. Because if I just draw a lightning bolt, I can hit them down to 3. And then they're dead to another bolt, and I have a bunch of counters. So they actually have to do something pretty decent here. This is my favorite counterspell art as well. It's pretty sick. Just love the art on cards in general. All right, getting hit for 1. Just don't care about that. Seeker of the Way. I'm just going to counterspell this. Do not want them to gain life. They're probably going to Pyroblast. No, they don't. Interesting. A Braid. Journey to Nowhere. Just counter that. Another Journey. It's interesting that they tried to go for this after attacking, because if they just went for Seeker into Journey pre-combat and Journey resolved, then they could freely attack with this. So that's a good time to play spells pre-combat, I think. Preordain, perfect. Another Spire Golem and a Spell Stutter Sprite. I feel like Spell Stutter is not good enough, but maybe it is. I mean, countering any one drop, most of their stuff costs more than one. I kind of want to find like a bolt quicker, so I'm going to bottom this. I am going to top a Spire Golem and then pass the turn. Not going to attack now. But now I might be able to get there in this game. I do need to draw a removal spell for this. Drawing an unknown card off the top. Battle Screech. Yeah. I also might want some Electrickeries in this deck. I don't have any Cannonades because of how the build is. You kill all your own creatures. And I don't have any Electrickeries either, so that's kind of rough. That might be a mistake. That could help in this matchup, but you could also kind of just toss up this matchup as a loss. I can still, I guess I have 2 bolts left in the deck. I could draw both of them. All right. Not feeling good about this position. Palace Sentinels, okay. They're just not attacking. Just holding on to the Monarch there. Brutal. I could hold Island, but I don't think they're really playing around too much of like necessarily me drawing anything. Trying to think how I can win this game here. I think it's literally just drawing both my bolts and having them resolve. So it's not looking good. Like I can't get through this wall of flyers. Raven, draw more cards. Yeah. Yeah, that deck is sweet. I'm just scared of playing this deck when like a bunch of people are playing Ponza, and you kind of have to play quad Boros Garrison. It makes the deck a lot better. It allows you like a bunch more mana once you get to the late game. I have to let this resolve too. It's good in combination with this. It's good at discarding Prismatic Strands and Battle Screech and stuff. Yeah, discarding extra lands. So Faithless Looting is actually really good in this deck. It's at its best, but it also works well with Boros Garrison. I think you have to play bounce lands when you're playing this deck. It makes it a lot better. All right, I'm just going to concede now. They're at 6 cards in hand, a huge field. They have the Monarch, and I just drew land. Relic, sure. I just don't think I just wasn't getting there. None of this would have really done anything. These Hydroblasts, most of their spells are white, yes, but they should have a bunch of Pyroblasts, and a lot of their key removal spells are red, so I still think these are fine, but 0-1 to start the league. Let's go to round 2. I'll see you there. All right, welcome to round 2. We have a kind of sketchy hand. We have no 1-drop. We do have double bolt. They're on the mulligan. I think I'm supposed to keep. If I draw any creature, this ninja gets turned on. We have a lot of creatures. We have 19 creatures left in the deck, 20 total. And I have bolts for interaction and good mana. This hand, again, isn't great. Wonder if I'm supposed to go down a land or 2 in this deck as well. Okay, well, I can't kill that turn 1, so that's unfortunate. Wow, 4th Fjord. We might be up against Ponza here. They're on a mulligan, though. Hopefully no T2 land destruction. Wild Growth. They're only on 1 land, okay. Well, easy bolt. So now they're only on 2 mana. All they can really do is like foretell a Packmate. Okay, there's 3. They can Thermokarst me. Oh, Visionary, sure. Let's just go Ponder before playing a land. Hope this is a decent Ponder. I am going to bolt this almost assuredly. Yeah, I mean, this has to be good enough. I think I can just go bottom, like 3rd the island, 2nd, and then it doesn't matter what order I put the other 2 in because I'm just going to go bolt plus tap land this turn. And then next turn I can go play like, I can even play the 4th Fjord and play Spire Golem and have Lightning Bolt. So yeah. Then I can use a Ninja plus Spire Golem, which doesn't come up that often, but that's what I'm going to go for. Just bolt that thing. Yeah, then next turn I can play Fjord, play Spire Golem for 2 mana, and have Lightning Bolt up or play another Lightning Bolt. So hopefully they just have expensive cards in hand and they aren't really able to cast all of them, and then I can get Ninja going. This is also kind of tough for them to deal with. No Acid Moss, please. Okay. Well, that's kind of a problem. I can still deploy this, but the fact that I can't leave up Bolt kind of sucks, and that I'm down on mana for these ninjas. Okay, Visionary is fine. Yeah, these are good. I want to play like just a red-green mid-range deck, no pawns at all. I think I might do that soon too. So I could draw a one-drop I want to play, but I also don't hate just getting Fjord into play. I guess I can attack first and then see what land I want to play. Oh yeah, I should play Island because then I can replay Spire Golem. What am I talking about? But I also might want to bolt this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I do need to bolt this. All right, let's just attack a ninja to start. Draw a card, and then we'll see. Then we can reevaluate. Even though I could get second ninja going, I want to lock them out. We know they're land light, so I want to lock them out of casting boarding parties or dinos. And if I kill this, then they're only on 5 mana total, and we knew they missed a land drop, so I do want to keep them off of boarding parties as long as possible here. Even if I don't get to get my second ninja going as quickly, I think it's worth. All right, Miscreant. Well, now I can go Bolt plus Miscreant, right? That's got to be best, because then I can still get my second ninja going. Yeah, easy. Bolt, Miscreant, pass. And then next turn I can also play Spire Golem for 1 mana. Moonvoli Acid Moss. Alright. This is why, like, yeah, Acid Moss is doing the thing. It's killing my lands and ramping them. But that's why Acid Moss isn't that great, because, I mean, it's not even doing, like, that crazy much here. Alright, let's just start by Ninja, see what we draw. I kind of have to have another bolt for this. And then I'm probably just playing Spire Golem, most likely. Yeah, I'm just going to play Spire. All right, getting our lands blown up, but still playing some decent threats here. This is a boarding party. Yeah. Into Bolt. It's brutal. Now we have to draw something again. Not going to block. All right, there's something. I am finding that I'm just running out of gas with this deck. So yeah, I think it needs something else. Maybe the Augur version just is better. It's tough to say, but it's nice to test this version again. They have 1 card left. It could easily be another boarding party or dino. If it is, I'm kind of in trouble. Might be nothing. That deck can certainly run out of gas. It's a Packmate. Oh, they had a card foretold. It's easy to miss that sometimes or forget about it if you don't pull it out. Okay. I'm going to cycle this. Probably get Mountain, just so I have additional red source. Just in case. Don't know why I would need that, but I think I have to just attack with both. I don't think I really want to stay back. I'm trading 3 for 3. I am down on life here, but maybe I just attack for 1. Yeah, I guess that's better. I don't actually think I want to take 3 against that deck. All right, I'm just going to attack for 1. Now we basically just like don't want them to draw a Cascade card. Almost anything else is okay. Like Moonvoli Acid Moss is now dead. Doesn't really do anything. And other spells I can just counter. Yeah, definitely countering that. So if they attack, I'll just block. Spell Setter Sprite. Okay. I could attack with both now. I think I'll still just attack with one. The only problem is this only counters a small amount of their deck. Arbor Elf, Wild Growth, or Utopia Sprawl. I know it counters Lightning Bolt too, but I think I'd rather get this down so I can get a bigger clock going. I was going to say, if I draw Ninja, it's also really good. Now I'm going to start hitting for 4, because then I have a 3-turn clock with this board. And they could easily just draw things that don't matter, like Acid Moss, lands, maybe even Elvish Visionary. I think I'll just hold this island here. Okay, another land. Good to see. That's what happened to me when I was playing that deck. It's just like you get flooded sometimes. Oh, this is also why I didn't run this card specifically. Because look, they have to play it, and yeah, they're drawing a card. But now they're letting me take the Monarch as well. Which seems pretty risky. Counterspell. I think I'm just hitting with all. Because, again, I have them dead next turn, and I have a counterspell. So they can take the Monarch back, but they have to draw 2 relevant cards. Alright, Miscreant's not bad. I'll just take 7, and then as long as they don't have the last 2 Lightning Bolts, I can counter one of them. They take the Monarch, sure. Cycle Ash Barrens, you got it. Mountain, play Mountain. They're drawing for Monarch, sure. You should always have a stop on your end step, which I didn't have. Okay, they just conceded. We got there. Whew, that was actually really close. But yeah, I don't know about this card. Like, if you're behind on board and you're like, okay, Cascade and then take the Monarch, I guess maybe you just don't care that much if they take it and you're just down to at least draw one more card. But yeah, it can be, this card can be sketchy. That was pretty decent. All right, they're gonna bring in a lot of red cards. They also might bring in like 3 to 4 fiery cannonades, which is pretty brutal for us. I think Miscreant actually is decent in this matchup. I could go down on Faeries here. Maybe go down on Spire Golems too, just because they're land destruction. I guess they only really have 4 Acid Moss. Could go down on 1 Ninja. I don't think I want to go down on removal spells. Spell Stutter Sprite's actually not that great. I don't hate just cutting 2 Spell Stutters maybe. It doesn't counter that much, and I'm on the draw. I'd much rather have like this card. Yeah, let's just keep all the Spire Golems. That's a good way to just like go door to door. It's possible they even side out Acid Moss. I like going down on Spell Stutter. It's not something you typically do, but most of the spells in that deck are pretty expensive. Yeah, I'm going to keep this for sure. They mulligan. It's only 2 lands, but we have good interaction. I have double Miscreant. I have a Preordain. Like, this is like mostly what I want, except for double tap land is awkward, but there's nothing I can do. Still just going to play Fjord, I think. All right, I'll pass. Yeah, I'll just play Fjord and pass. Because now, next turn I can go Island and then play like Preordain plus Bolt, or I can like play out a Miscreant plus Bolt. But getting this dead is, I think, pretty important. Wow, they're playing Ash Barrens? Does that mean they have Thermokarst? Oh no, they're just going for turn 2 Acid Moss, maybe? Usually you don't want to play a Bonder's Ornament. Okay, that's bad for me, for sure. All right. Just deciding what to do here. This is kind of tough. They only have 1 card in hand, but they can start drawing cards. I think I need to just Lightning Bolt this and then play a Miscreant, get on board. It's unlikely that they're going to kill the Miscreant, but I don't want to just do nothing, leave up Hydroblast, and have them just draw a card end of turn with Bonder's Ornament. So, yeah, I do want to just like start committing more to the board. So let's just get going. I think playing Fjord there is good because I definitely want to Lightning Bolt this as soon as possible. And we only have 1 mountain in the deck, and yeah, we could draw Ash Barrens, but So they might just draw right now. Looks like they are going to. Yeah, okay. We're in a reasonable spot here. Let's see. I think I just start Miscreant and then I Ponder. I guess I could just preordain here. And I think I am probably going to leave up Hydroblast. Another preordain and a Scred. These are not bad. I think I'm going to top, because now I can just potentially let a boarding party resolve and then Scred it. And I think I leave up Hydroblast again, yeah. Rather than play Ponder. Oh, it's Dino. That's what I did not want to see. I can get up to 5 mana and Scred that though. Red Blast and Miscreant. I can just let that resolve too. I don't need 2 Miscreants in play. Alright, they have a 6/5, but I can kill that in 2 turns. I can just take 1 hit, or they might even stay back. Alright, let's go Preordain to start. Counter, top, I think. I just don't have that much pressure going. And they have Bonder's Ornament going. I guess I could top bottom. I think they're just too good. I think I should just top. I think I also want to just play Fjord and pass. No, I think playing Island is actually better. I will Ponder right now as well. Alright, these are decent. Let's just draw like this. And I'll just pass the turn. This is definitely a problem. Because I do not have a fast clock right now. So are they going to attack? They do. I'll just take a hit. They can draw a card with Bonder's Ornament. They're not going to right now, though. Okay. So now I just go Fjord. Let's see. I guess there's no reason to Scred it this second. But if they draw a card, I'll probably have to respond. I'll just play Spire Golem for 1. Attack. I'm drawing Island next turn, though, which is rough. Alright, they're going to draw. I think now I just Scred this. I need this to resolve. I mean, it's likely to resolve, but I still think this is the play. I have Counterspell or Hydroblast up here. Alright, they go up to 2 cards in hand. I have 3 power in the air. It's not that much. I'll just counter this. Don't want them to cycle and have a 3/3. Oh, they have Red Blast. That's annoying. They're going to get another mountain. Oh man, they're going off. I wonder if they're on 4 Visionary. They definitely could be. Alright, I'll just pass the turn. I guess I can just attack with this. Alright. Yeah, we're just going to die to this Bondage Ornament, I think. They're going to draw right now. Okay. Yeah, Visionary is looking impressive. I want to make just a red-green mid-range deck, no Acid Moss. Oops, it's not even there, but yeah, no Acid Moss. Okay, I'm going to block here. If they go Lightning Bolt, I can just counter it. But I don't want to just take 3 indefinitely. Sucks that I have to just use my counter on just a Bolt, but I want my Spire Golem to survive. Man, they have 0 cards left. I think I want Spire Golem. Ninja? Man, I feel like I'm getting flooded too. I think I need less lands. Good testing here, though. Just the fact that they get to draw 2 is brutal. All right, just attack for 1. Because if I attack for 3, I'm trading 3 for 5, and I'm already behind on life. And they're outdrawing me. All right, they just drew Wild Growth. They're going to draw another card. Oh, man. Well, obviously blocking here. Oh, they have Cannonade? Jeez. Should have figured that one. Still think blocking there is correct, though. Dino into Bonder's Ornament. All right, I've seen enough. I don't think we can win now. Could have drawn, like, oops, Screds into something, but yeah, we didn't quite get there. All right, again, Spellstutter is not great. It does counter Bolt and Pyroblast, which we saw a fair number of. Faeries here, I just want to make sure to get like turn 2 ninjas going on the play too. Could just go out 1 Spire Golem, in 1 Spellstutter on the play. Yeah, seems reasonable. I think I have to keep this. It's actually not even that good. But I do have a Ponder. I have 7 cards, good spells. I can just turn 1 Ponder, hope to find a creature here. I don't think this is good enough. All right, another Ponder is good. All right, they lead Wild Growth, sure. Just go Ponder. Oh man, this is bad. Might as well just, because if I take Preordain, I'm just going to cast Preordain bottom bottom. There's no point to do that. I might as well just draw a random card rather than spending my mana to draw a random card. This is brutal. Definitely get Fjord down rather than leave up Blue Blast right now. It doesn't really do anything. Oh man. Looking rough here. All right, pass. And a wolf. Man, I'm getting wrecked. This deck is not feeling that great, actually. Okay, now we might be able to get something going here. Do I want to Scred the Packmate right now? I don't hate it. I don't know like what else I'm Scredding. I guess a boarding party, but I can just counter that. I think I'll just do this now. I don't know if that's right, but it's unlikely that there's 2 red spells I need to counter this turn. Like they might just play another wolf here. Oh, another Bonder's Ornament? Sure. Okay. Now if I get Ninja going with double red or double blue blast up, that could do it. And if I draw an island off this, it's really good. Because then I can replace Spire Golem and leave up counters in interaction. But I'm probably not going to just tap out for Spire Golem because I want to protect this from lightning bolts. Counter that. Yep. So now if I draw an island, I do get to replace Spire Golem because I don't have any more counters anyway. Okay. Boarding party. Okay, boarding party into Arbor Elf is beatable. I can kill the boarding party with Scred enough counterspell up. And they kind of have to chump this ninja here. Preordain. Let's lead Preordain, I think. I guess I can just start by just attacking. No, let's just lead Preordain. I think that is better, yeah. Nice. So let's go top, top. Maybe I was supposed to bottom the Fjord. That was close. But I think I'm going Lightning Bolt this. Attack. Yeah, maybe the Fjord was wrong here. That could certainly cost me. What I can do is I could just take another hit. Then I have counterspell up. I think that's correct because if they have another boarding party, I may want to counter it. Hmm. I think I can just take here. It's a little greedy, but I like leaving up counterspell. I'm gonna counter this. I don't want them to draw a card. It's unlikely that they have another answer to this. Arbor Elf, okay. So now I think I'm just attacking, and I'm gonna see if they chump. And if they don't, I get to draw a card. If they do, I can still just shred this and leave them with no board. All right, they're letting me draw. Hmm. That's brutal. I have to shred the boarding party now, I think. Just drawing land there is brutal. I think I am a little bit too land heavy in this build. I think this build doesn't need 20 lands. Maybe just go 18. I feel like I'm getting flooded every time. That being said, we could still win this game for sure. The problem is they have a ton of mana plus these Bonders ornaments to draw cards. 6, 7, 8. So they can. Oh, they're going Dino. Ugh. No. Oh my god. Sure. Well, when you have those hits, that's all you need. Again, I think my deck is not built correctly here. Looks like we got here. Damn. Oh, this has trample. I'm just dead on board. Man, close. GG's. Brutal 0-2 start to the league. I'll keep going for now. See you in round 3. All right. 0-2 start in this league. Not ideal. See if we can come back. Again, we're learning some good stuff about this deck, and we can make improvements on it moving forward. But I'll keep this hand. Not perfect, but we can spread like a 1-drop on turn 1. We can just cycle Ash Barrens for Island. So our hand's functional, even if it's a little bit clunky here. Snow-covered mountain. Is this burn or something else? Hmm. All right, I'm just gonna go preordain now. I guess I could have cycled Ash Barrens right now as well. Okay. I'm just gonna bottom top. Could top, but I think bottom top is better. I can naturally draw some more lands, and I already have 4, so it's probably already plenty. I don't want to get flooded again. Could have even gone bottom, but I think that would be greedy. Plains? Okay, Snow Island. So this might just be a mirror, or a sort of blue-red mirror. It is. Augur. And they miss on Augur. Classic Augur. Alright, I'm just going to leave up Spell Stutter and Counterspell. Just ignore the Augur for now. I could get ninja'd, but there's not really much I can do about that. I guess I could have played Mountain, but then I don't have Counterspell up. Looks like I'm going to get ninja'd here. Oh no, they might have misclicked or they didn't have it. They play land. Right. Cycle this, get island. Like, even though Augur missed here, like it's still kind of a threat of them like bringing it back and then recasting with Ninja. So that makes me feel like the Augur version is better, even though it feels bad when you miss sometimes. Okay, let's just go to our turn. All right, now I think I just want to go land and pass, actually. I can, like, maybe bolt this end of turn or something, but the way they just pass quickly through attacks makes me kind of scared, and I don't really want to tap any mana right now if I don't have to. Frantic Inventory. Right, I kind of want to just bolt this now. These lands are actually throwing me off a little bit. I'm just not used to them. And we still have Spell Stutter and Counterspell up here. Cycle Ashburn, sure. This is why I did not want to tap any mana, because I still do want Counterspell up. And I was scared of just having that Augur in play, actually. 5 cards in hand. I don't think I'm going to go for end of turn Spell Stutter. Doesn't seem good to me. But I think I will just go for a Preordain here. If they go to Spell Stutter it, I can bolt it and then still have a counter or Spell Stutter back to defend it. We also just barely lost against Ponza there. We were almost able to get there. All right, so I let this resolve and then go to Lightning Bolt it with the trigger on the stack. And then if they play another counter, I can counter back. Counterspell. Counterspell targeting the Lightning Bolt. I think I just counter back. I know that my shields are kind of down, but I just want to win this counter war, have them have no board presence, and then resolve this Preordain. It's kind of annoying if they just get this spell setup down that they can like utilize for Ninja or something. I'm just gonna bottom top. So I think what I don't want to see is them like tap out for an Augur and hit like a counterspell or something. That would be worst case. Yeah, maybe the Frantic Inventory version is better because then you have a higher spell count for Augur there. Evolving Wilds land. Spire Golem? Oh no, don't do it. They missed again. See, this is what I'm talking about though. Okay, we have Spire Golem. That's good. So I'm gonna go land. I'm gonna try to spread this right now. They have 2 cards left. I think I will fight here. All right, now I have Counterspell and Spell Setter up and a Spire Golem in play. I'm feeling good. They could have Scred, but I can just try to Spell Setter a Scred. I feel like they're going for Scred here. Yeah. So they have to have Counterspell as their last card. And then I'm still up Counterspell to their nothing. So even if, wow, they conceded? That was an early concession. It was 20 to 20. I mean, my hand was good, but that was early. Jeez. All right. And this is where you get all the goods. Relic's actually kind of funny dealing with their frantic inventories. I mean, I don't hate just going full control here. It's pretty hard to get Ninja going in this matchup anyway. I mean, Miscreant is definitely bad. Faeries here is good with Spell Stutter Spray, but otherwise it's not that good. Like, what if I do something like this? I think I want all the bolts and Screds, actually. Actually, I like also doing this in this matchup. This seems super weird, but I like cutting cantrips because the opponent conceded so early there, but a lot of times this game goes back and forth for so long. Everybody has so much removal that like it's hard to stick threats. Spire Golem does help there, but it's hard to like stick threats and actually get enough damage to kill them. So if your deck has a lot of cantrips, you just draw through your deck sometimes and you don't have enough actual threats to win, especially just bringing in all this interaction. I also don't know if I need to bring in Relic just for their frantic inventories. It's not that good. I just can try to counter their frantic inventories. That seems better. So I can just do like this or something. Going down on Ninja at all does seem bad, but it is pretty clunky, especially siding out a lot of the 1-drops. Faeries here is just not that impactful. Maybe I just, oops, maybe I just do this. And then I just keep it, like, these ninjas, yeah, they're hard to activate, but I can use Spire Golem to do it later. I can bounce Spell Stutter, which is the best one. And Faeries here is just, again, not that impactful. I can get super greedy and cut another Ponder. But again, Faeries here just doesn't seem very good. I'm going to just go with this and try to be the control deck with Spire Golem here. And just be kind of a clunky control deck. We have quad Hydroblast, quad Pyroblast, 4 Bolt, 4 Shred, 4 Counter. And just try to keep them off of doing anything, basically. Just don't want to tap out on our turn for creatures at all. Seems good. All right, I'll see you in game 3. All right, game 2 here. I don't know if I just said game 3. Definitely keep this hand. This hand looks pretty great. Just going to lead Fjord. They mulligan to 6. We do want to counter Augurs here as well. There's a Faeries here. So an early Ninja is scary, but yeah, again, overall, I don't think Faeries here is that good. I guess you do have to answer it, but it also gets outclassed later in the game. I think it was better when Fall from Favor was legal because at least it could take the Monarchy. All right, let's just play this, pass. If I get ninja, it's bad, but at least I can just kill the ninja. Feel like that's what's going to happen here. Yeah, the way they're pausing, like, makes me pretty certain that they have that. Yep. So they do get to draw a card here. Kind of undo their mulligan. I think I unfortunately have to just cycle Ash Barrens for Mountain and then bolt this right now. It's kind of awkward, but I'm pretty sure that's what I have to do. Okay, now I don't. Nice. So now I think I actually just like play Island, Lightning Bolt this, and then pass the turn, and I can just cycle Ash Barrens end of turn, and then next turn I can start cantripping. I think that's actually better. I'd rather just get my Ash Barrens out of the way and then make this Preordained Scry like more permanent, as long as I don't have to shuffle on this Ponder, but I think this is actually better. What I could have done is Preordain and then next turn Ponder, and then if I want to, I can cycle Ash Barrens or not, but I think this play is like just more efficient. They're just going to Faeries here, which I'll just have to let resolve. This is definitely where I want to be in this matchup. So yeah, I'm just going to plan to cycle Ash Barrens here. See if we can come back in this league and 3-2 it. I already have some ideas for improvements. Might want some Behold the Multiverse, or I was also thinking about just like running some Delvers. All right, resolves. Even though we don't have that many spells, Delver still is a decent threat. Just kind of going full on mono blue. At least like the mono blue FAE build is what I mean. All right, Fairy Seer, 1 top, 1 bottom. And then I'm going to cycle Ash Barrens. Get Island, of course. Another red source is good for multiple Pyroblasts, but we want as many islands as possible for Spire Golem. There's a Ninja. All right, let's just lead Preordain. All right, there's our own Fairies here and a Spell Splitter Sprite. Just gonna top, and I will Fairies here right now. I can block their Fairies here. I still have Blue Blast and Pyroblast up. I think I'm just gonna counter this. And then if they want to spend like a removal spell on this, and if they have another ninja, they do. All right. These look good to me. Just deciding if I want Spell Setter on top or Pyroblast. I think I want Pyroblast. Top, top. And even though we're going to miss land drops here, most likely, this matchup is super grindy, so it's okay to miss a land drop. As long as you're like fighting on board, you'll find lands eventually. And they went top, top. Interesting. Well, if they attack, I would just snap block. Okay. Just gonna go for. I guess I could just start by attacking. And then I could always just put Ninja in. I don't hate that. I'm gonna just start by attacking. They'll probably just trade, which I think I'm fine with. Again, I'd rather be like the full control deck here. Then I'll just ponder. I'd say most people do not have like 4 blue blast, 4 red blast as well, which helps us in the matchup. All right, yeah, they're just trading as expected. It's not like perfect, but I think it's okay. Now let's ponder. If they spell stutter, I'm gonna counter it. All right, these are actually good. I think I'll draw Hydroblast last. Maybe I just draw Spell Stutter this turn. Do I need to hit this land drop? I already have a Hydroblast. I know these are named different, Hydroblast and Blue Blast, but I just interchange. I usually call them Pyroblast and Hydroblast, so don't get confused. It's basically the same card. As far as this, what do I want to do? I don't want to just draw land, play Spire Golem. I don't think that's where I want to be. So I think I'll just go like this, and then I'll hit my land drop next turn. Yeah, this looks good to me. If they go Frantic Inventory for 1 card, I'll let that resolve. And they're only on 3 lands as well. But I have double counterspell up here basically, because if they play a blue spell, I counter it, and then I can counter a Pyroblast. If they have exactly spells that are here, I get kind of wrecked, but if they have Blue Blast, oh yeah, that doesn't actually work, so never mind. Okay, well, we got kind of lucky there. Land, and I think I just try to play a Spire Golem here. This card is good in the matchup, and if they go to Shred, I can just Spell Stutter it here. Nice. Also, we don't have any Dispels in the 75, which is kind of sketchy. All right, they get to draw 2. It's not good, but I'm going to have to let it happen. If they play any 1-drop, I'm going to go for this. Worst case, this gets countered or killed, but that opens the door for us to do something better next turn. We're drawing another Blue Blast. Pyroblast. Okay. Now I'm going to attack and try to Ninja for sure. Want to draw cards, and then I can always just tap out to replay Spire Golem. Seems good. Attack, and then Ninja. They can't bolt this right now. They have 2 cards in hand. See, we're missing land drops, but we're doing okay. I'm going to ponder now, actually, because if I can find a land, it's really good. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I want to draw a land, and then I want to draw... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just want to draw a land, because then I can play Spire Golem with Blue Blast up. Just deciding what card I want to draw next turn. And I feel like it's just Bolt. I'm not sure exactly why, but I think it is. I can counter a Scred on a Spire Golem. Can counter any removal on this as well. I can't counter 2 red spells because I only have 1 mana, but again, I'm still in a decent spot here. So the only difference between these is this says counter target red spell or destroy target red permanent. Oh, they have spell stutter, that's brutal. But this says counter target spell if it's red, or destroy target permanent if it's red. So this can target non-red things, and this can't. So Hydroblast is basically just straight up better. I just like to have a mix of the names just kind of for fun, but Pyroblast and Hydroblast are technically the better cards. Alright, I think I just try to Lightning Bolt the spell stutter right now. I guess I could do it on their upkeep, make them spend more mana. I could also just not attack and ignore this. Like, what else am I really trying to bolt out of their deck, though? I think... Oh, shit, I should have done it earlier. Because now if I attack and this bolt gets countered, I might get wrecked by attacking, but I think I'm just going to go for it, actually. I'm going to change my mind here. Just going to go for this. Yeah, if they have Ninja, this is bad, but I probably should have waited one turn until I had at least Faeries here back to block this one. But for some reason, I don't think they have Ninja right now. They're going to attack because they can't block anyway, but no Ninja? Nice. All right, let's play our Faeries here. Get our Scry in. Yeah. I actually think I just want to draw Counterspell and then Preordain. Both of these are good, so I'd rather scry other bad cards away with Preordain rather than have to just top the Counterspell. I could not attack, but I mean, getting in for 2 is reasonable, and they didn't have Ninja in hand, so I think attacking is better. I can also just block here, so they have to have a removal spell plus Ninja now. Yeah, attacking is definitely right now. All right, they just drew a land. That doesn't really do anything. I'm just drawing Counterspell. I think I just attack with just Spire Golem here. I'd rather just block here, hit for 2 a turn. Could be right to attack with both there, but I think that's fine. Augur. I'm going to try to counter this. I don't want to let them get card advantage. Now if they Pyroblast, I can Hydroblast back. Which is why you want the full amount of Hydroblast and Pyroblast, I think. And they had Spell Stutter too. Wow, that was a good hand. Their draws were Augur, Pyroblast, Spell Stutter Sprite. Watch, they're probably just gonna miss on the third. Miss 3 for 3 on Augur here. Let's see. They put a Scred into their hand. Okay, that's definitely not a miss. But why'd they tap? They should have probably kept up Mountain. I guess they could have found a cantrip there. We know their hand is Scred. I think they still just want to trade. I don't know about that. I guess maybe not. Maybe I can just take one and then attack back with both. I'm drawing a Preordain. They have a Scred. All right, I think I actually just take here. So just fire this off. Gotta find something relevant here. Yeah, these are both good enough. Definitely want Hydroblast to counter that Scred. Let's go, I think top. Could just not have the Scred, but again, I think it's good enough. Top. I'm gonna attack with both. Maybe I just don't attack with this just to make sure I don't get ninjaed by this. We know their hand is Scred and they're drawing a random card though. They're at 12. I'd rather just attack for 3 now. If they want to trade for Spell Stutter, that's fine. All right. They're taking, they're gonna try to attack back for 3. Just don't want them to draw Ninja. That would be brutal if they just top deck Ninja and no attack. And they have Scred in hand. Why? That doesn't make sense to me. What could they have drawn? A Frantic Inventory maybe? I think I just attack with both here. They're at 9. I don't think I want to just go for Scred right now. They'll probably just go for Scred here. And I'll Hydroblast. Again, Bolt doesn't kill this, so only Scred kills Spire Golem. We got him. Spire Golem. Door to door. Nope. We were drawing land into Ninja. Nice. I think I played reasonably that match, and Spire Golem did look good. They also so they played three ninjas that match, and they hit on one of them, and it was good. But even when they missed, it was a huge threat still because I was worried about them ninjaing it back. So all in all, while this deck is cool, I think that the Augur version probably is better. And maybe with even with two or three Spire Golems and a low spell count, Augur still might be worth it. It just sucks when you like play three Augurs in a match and you miss on all of them and you lose the match because of it. But it's still maybe worth it. I'm not sure if there's some type of build like this that could work, but it's interesting. All right, we're 1-2 now. Let's keep going. I'll see you in round 4. 1-2 now with this blue red fairies deck. We're against Ragnaroks. Keep this hand. I think this is a hand where I just want to lead Fjord. Then turn 2 I can pass with Spell Stutter and Counterspell up, or play a cantrip. All right. Now I think I'm just going Bolt plus cantrip. This could be the mirror again. This could be blue-black. It's like people are playing sweet lands now. Jeez. Let's just bolt this, ponder. Wow. Is this good enough? I think not, actually. I do need to hit land drops. It's not bad in the mirror, but yeah, these small fairies aren't that great. Let's just go any order. Okay, well, Spire Golem, while it's good, I do want lands. Brainstorm. Brainstorm Walk. I do like the play of Lightning Bolt their thing right now and Ponder, just so I don't like get ninjaed or anything. Brainstorm into Untapped Island into another Fairy Seer bottom. So they use the Brainstorm plus Fairy Seer trick to kind of brainstorm shuffle. Ugh, this is brutal. I think I'm just gonna now not do anything so I can at least leave up a spell here. Because if I just bolt on my turn now, then I just can't do anything else. But this way I at least have one interaction spell available. And if they just try to put Ninja in, I can bolt it. We'll see what they do. If they do nothing, I might just do nothing also. I don't want to get my bolt spell stuttered really. And this isn't doing that much yet. Augur. All right, well, I'll just counter that. We still don't know if this is blue-black or blue-red, but I feel like it's blue-black, and yeah, it is. All right, Ash Barrens. Let's just get an island, play it, pass the turn. If they play a 1-drop, I think I just jam Spell Stutter and try to counter it. They're going to kind of have to fight over that. Yeah, it's definitely jam here. They'll probably just play a removal spell on this, resolve their brainstorm, but then that takes their whole turn. And that's a worthy Spell Stutter sprite. Just eat a removal spell, guaranteed, just or else they don't resolve brainstorm. That's worth. This card is so good. They're just going, oh, they're going Spell Stutter Spray maybe? That would be bad. But I think I need to play my spells. I'm super mana tight. I don't think going for Counterspell here is worth. Because if they trade this for removal spell, that's fine. If they actually had Spell Stutter Spray here, that would be bad. It looks like I'm going to get Cast Down or Echoing Decayed or something, yeah. Okay, so that resolves. And that takes their turn. The classic blue-red Fae versus blue-black Fae. Lots of Fae going around in the leagues, huh? I've always wanted to just queue up with a deck with just like 4 Pyroblast, 4 Red Elemental Blast main, but I'm not sure like what good deck would have that because you need so many red sources. It's kind of tough to make it work actually. So like I could see registering like an 8 Pyroblast main deck and then just losing to Fae still. All right, they brainstormed and then no land, so they probably don't have any lands. I think I'm just gonna go ponder looking for lands here. Nice. Yeah, these are great. I think I'll draw Skred last, actually. Hmm. I could make... No, there's no reason to tap out early for Spire Golem. I think I'll just bolt this now and then pass. If they play a cantrip, I'll just go for Spell Stutter Sprite again. I felt like they have Counterspell, the way they thought about like counterspelling my Spell Stutter, but then they decided to cast down. What? Oh, they played that? Oh, because they're just tapping out for Ninja? Yeah, I'll just counter it. I am drawing a removal spell, but I'll just use the counterspell now. Oh no, I put Bolt after this? Or put Scred after this? It's kind of a mistake, but it actually kind of worked out because now I have Spell Stutter for 2 available. I'm just going to bottom, top, and pass the turn. The reason I played Faeries here over Spire Golem is because, again, now I have Spell Stutter for X equals 2 up. And if they play a cantrip, then they can't really kill both my Faeries in response. Playing the Ashburns just to play Ninja? Like, is their hand just like quadruple removal spell? Also, they went Brainstorm, they missed a land drop, and then they played an Ashburns? I don't like it. I don't know what's happening. Cast down right now? I think I just go for Spell Stutter Sprite. Like, what's the worst that can happen? They counter it. And then I still just get to deploy Spire Golem. I think I go for it. If it works out, it's good for me. Then this resolves. So, yeah. Figure they had Counterspell. They have 2 cards left. And I have Scred and Spire Golem. If they play a Gurmag Angler, that could be bad, but I can Scred it if I draw 1 more land. Am I drawing land next turn? I think I might be. Or do I not? Do I not know the top card? I'm not sure. I kind of forget. Sometimes I do just try to play quickly and not take too much time on each decision. Just try to practice playing quick. I think it's important, like, to always try to stay ahead on time. It does matter a lot. Wow, snuff out for life. Snuff out for life. That's a funny saying. So is it land on top for me? Are they going to play anything? It's a Scred, so yeah, definitely not a land. It was an unknown. I think... Are they going for an end of turn? Oh, end of turn Spell Stutter Sprite? Well, I'm just going to Scred that on my turn right now. Their last card could be Ninja. Yeah. That makes sense because that's why they went for this, basically. All right, I'll just start by scrying, but I am going to Scred this. I think I want to draw Scred. It's bottom, top. If I just keep their creatures off the board, I'm in a decent spot. This matchup's super grindy as well. Oh, Preordain, brutal. Wow, opponent's got the tricked out blue-black deck. The cool Preordains, the rare Snow Islands, the teched out counterspells. I don't like this counterspell as much as this one for sure. It is cool. I like the bubble around the guy. It's pretty cool, but gotta go with the classic. Preordain, 1 top, 1 bottom, Preordain, top into Augur, reveal cast down. Yeah. Into snuff out, and they have cast down in their hand. Brutal. So we know the next creature we play is 100% going to die. We don't really get value out of our creatures that much on the ETB, which is, again, why I think this is probably necessary. Okay. I'm not going to play these. If they draw a cantrip, they're going to play it. Well, this might work out. They're going to play a removal spell here for sure, one of the cast downs, and I'll go for the second one. I think I go for this right now while this fairy is still in play. Because now they can't kill this one in response. Yeah, this doesn't actually work. Because watch this. They snuff out this one, that dies, but then this triggers on the stack, and I actually control one fairy. This gets countered, and then they kill my fairy. So it actually doesn't work as far as saving their guy, saving their fairy. They do kill both my things, but I still get to counter their fairies here. So that was nice. All right, the ultra grind here. A lot of times they only have one Gurmag Angler. I'll play an island. Problem is Spire Golem just does die to like all their removal. It's still good. It's still a big flyer, but they've played so many removal spells already. Tap out for snuff out. Jeez. They are down to 8 as well, and I have a lightning bolt. I have one more lightning bolt in my deck. All right, I'll let this guy resolve, and then I'll just bolt this end of turn. I don't want to try to save this bolt to like bolt face or anything. If they have like a Thorn of the Black Rose or a Fleet Admiral for Monarch, at any point I just get wrecked, and they went top. Jeez, that is not good for me. I suppose I could have also just untapped here, but counterspell, wow. They must have put a ninja on top. It's a good draw. We do have 4 Spire Golems. They put a removal spell on top, or they're just tapping out for ninja. Gurmag Angler. Oh, it is Thorn. So they can chump here. They probably just chump. Yeah, they get to draw an extra card this way. I'm going to cycle now. So now if they find any other removal spell or flyer, they get to just retain the Monarch. The good news is in this matchup, I get to bring in Pyroblast. The bad news is their removal is all really good. This is always an interesting matchup. Oh, they went bottom on Preordain and then played a land. Interesting. Do they not have removal for this? They might not. Wow, I get to take the Monarch and then play a Chump Walker? It's insanely good for me. And I get to scry into this Monarch trigger? Nice. Bottom. No third land, please. Nice. Well, I'm definitely chumping this Thorn here, so they may have given us the gift of Monarch. Definitely not letting them take Monarch if I can help it. I'd much rather chump and draw a random card than let them draw a card. They have 3 cards in hand. They play a land. Another Thorn. I could let it resolve, but it at least cantrips them. They're going to get to take the Monarch back almost regardless. I think I counter this because I have the Monarch right now. And if that gets countered, then they have no way to take this back. Okay, it's fine. I can chump this again, assuming no removal spell. I am going to attack though, because now I have a 2-turn clock. Ninja. Ninja's actually not bad. Could allow me to even win next turn if I don't block here, but again, I think I want to just hold on to the Monarch as long as possible. Looks like they're just drawing some lands. Oh, playing Ninja? Okay. So now I'm going to just attack and put in Ninja here. Then I hit them to 2. I can replay Spire Golem. Draw Bolt. I guess I also have a Monarch draw here to draw Bolt. Replay this. And Preordain. It's not a bad one though. They will get to take the Monarch back here. I'm definitely blocking Ninja. That's a pretty desperate attack, if you ask me. And then they get one draw. Wait, why'd they attack and then concede? I guess because they were dead to this, so they had to try to do something, and they were just hoping I block like I don't know. I don't know. Nice. Yeah, them playing the Thorn actually backfired on them. I'm surprised we were able to take it. It was kind of unlucky for them, but we were able to in the end. I don't think I want Relic. Yeah, they have Gurmag, but they'll probably be able to play a Gurmag at some point anyway. I think this is all I want. I can just side out all four of my Miscreants and just call it a day. Just the fact that they have a lot of removal makes it tough to have Miscreant be viable. Don't think I want Sandstorm, and again, I don't think Relic is good. Could cut like two Fairies here, two Ponder, and then leave in the Miscreants. The Scry is actually like something. All right, let's just do a clean swap like this. Our ninjas get a little bit more clunky, but we can fight over counter spells and spell setters a lot better with quad Pyroblast. All right, let's go. I've run decks in the past that just where I just play like 6 or 7, like 4 Pyroblast, 3 Red Elemental Blast in the sideboard when blue was like just all over the place, even more than it is now. Definitely keeping this hand. I'm planning just to lead Fjord, most likely. All right, turn 1 Fairies here is kind of scary. I'm on the draw, so I'm kind of immediately on the back foot. Could just consider Pyroblasting this now, but I don't like that. If they Ninja, at least I get to like permanently deal with the Ninja next turn. I'd rather get my tap land into play. Oh, this is brutal. I guess I could have gone Mountain Pass, leave up Pyroblast, but I really wanted to try to get my counterspell up. Suffocating Fumes into their hand. Okay, I don't care about that really. Okay, let's just go Island Go. I could have just deployed Fairies here, but I think this is good. If they go for Ninja on Augur, it sucks, but I can at least Pyroblast the Ninja before they draw. Yeah, I'll just take 2. They're just going to pass. Okay, I'll cycle, get Island. Now I can deploy Fairies here, I think. Or I can just not, actually. Okay, Bolt is actually good. I'm just going to play land and pass. I can take 2 for a little while. They have Fairy Seer and Augur. 4 lands, 5 cards in hand. My hand is good, though. They can't really play spells, and if they try to Ninja, I can deal with it. Now maybe I go for an end of turn something. They could have double counter pretty easily. I think I could just keep waiting. All right. Another Red Blast is good. I'm just going to keep waiting till their end of turn one more time. And now end of turn I have to go for some spells for sure. I'll just take 2 here again. It's not ideal, but their deck doesn't have that much reach. Okay. So now I just want to go for Lightning Bolt on Augur, I think. And then I have Counterspell plus Red Blast backup to fight. So there's no way, I think, for them to really fight over this. Because if they have double Counterspell, even if they're Spell Stutter Sprites, I can easily deal with that. With just with Counterspell into Pyroblast. Alright, let's just Pyroblast this. I guess I can just Counterspell it. It's more mana efficient. These don't counter black removal spells, but just because I have another Counterspell, I'd rather use my counter now. And these are cheaper, so they're better to save for later because I'm kind of tight on mana. So if they go for counterspell, I'll obviously just red blast it. Then I kill Augur, deal with 2 things, but it looks like they're just letting this resolve. No. Spell stutter. So we dealt with 2 spell stutters, killed Augur here. So I like my play of waiting as long as possible here until I had double counter backup. And now I get to do some stuff. I think I'm just going to go... I guess I could ponder first to try to find a land rather than Faeries here. I think that's good. All right, well, these are great. Let's see. I think I'm going to go top, top, top. No. Then I think I'm going to just Faeries here and have double Pyroblast up. Yeah, they could have removal here, but having double Pyroblast, I feel pretty safe. And then I'm just going to top these. I think drawing spells that are before Preordain. Again, I don't really need to draw lands. I just want to keep drawing gas. Like, keep drawing, like, counterspells and interaction. I think that's where I want to be. Okay, another land. I like to see that. These lands are actually pretty sick. Look at that. That art is dope. Really like it. All right, if they attack, I think I just block. Maybe not, because I can attack back and put Ninja in with double Pyroblast up. No, because they can just have black removal for it. Let's just block. Try to kind of strain their Ninja in hand. Stormbound Geist. Easy Pyroblast. Then if they have spells better, I can just counter that too. Hydroblast. Okay, damn, they could have Dispel here. That would be bad. So just let this resolve and then go for another one. If they have Dispel, they do. If they don't, nice. All right, I'll just pass. Hope they play a cantrip, and then I have Spell Stutter plus Counterspell here, and I'm drawing Preordain next turn, which is a nice draw. Don't think I'm going for end of turn Spell Stutter. I'm just going to wait. I will play this, though. I like just taking it slow like this. Waiting on the land drops is fine. Like, as you can see, our opponent's flooded, but we're ahead on cards. I'm going to bottom top. I do want one more land. That way I can have Spell Stutter plus Counterspell up here. So it's not bad to hit land drops like at a certain point. You want to hit a threshold of like having enough counterspells up. All right, they're just passing. I'm just going to pass again. I don't want to go for end of turn Spell Stutter Spray. Their hand has to be black removal spells. So I don't want to just like try to get Ninja going. Rather just keep, again, playing like this. If they ever go for like a Preordain or a Brainstorm here, it's just not going to be great for them. Well, we're just drawing all lands, which isn't ideal. But the opponent's kind of not doing much either. Okay. Just going to keep waiting. No need to rush it. Okay, another Spell Stutter is good. Makes me tempted to start going for it at some point, but I still don't think I will. If they Preordain or something, I will. Augur. Could just go for Counterspell now. I think I want to, because this kind of cantrips and is the body. They'll probably counter back. That's my guess. If they Dispel, then I can go for Spell Stutter. So now I kind of hope they have Dispel. They don't. Again, I could go for Augur, but I could go for Spell Stutter, but then they're just going to play a removal spell. I don't like it. Okay, nice. I can just play that because it's 0 mana. They're going to play an end of turn cast down or a snuff out on it here. For life, maybe. Snuff out on that. All right, resolves. They drew a land. Maybe I do go for Spell Stutter now. They have 5 cards. I'm just not. Just going to keep waiting. They could easily have cantrips in hand that they can't really play because of these. Or even like they left in Fairies here and stuff. So I'd rather just wait. I don't know how many. Maybe they left in all their removal, but maybe not. This is really interesting. All right, I'll go for this. If it gets countered, I think I just can let it resolve. Yeah, I'm going to go for Scred here. Kind of try to pick a fight here. Use all my stuff. Are they going to do the double spell stutter trick here? Hydro Blast. All right, I'll try to spell stutter that. This is a crazy stack. Counter the Hydro Blast. Cast down the Spell Stutter Sprite. All right, I think I'll go for Spell Stutter on that. This is pretty insane here. Spell Stutter the cast down. Now if they go for another removal spell, I get kind of wrecked. They probably will. Okay, looks like this is working. Oh, they have suffocating fumes though. Oh no. Totally forgot about that. So now I just get fumes out of the game. Probably. Damn. I totally forgot about that. That was like all the way at the beginning of the game. Still wasn't the worst thing for me. Wow, they're just playing a Stormbound Ghost? Okay. Are they gonna go for fumes? Yeah, brutal. Okay. This cannot block Ninja, but pretty rough. That was bad. All right, I'll cycle and just try to hardcast a Ninja at this point. And maybe I wasn't supposed to pick a fight there. Just because I kind of got wrecked by suffocating fumes. It's not like my creatures did nothing though. I still countered a lot of removal spells. All right, I'm taking two, but I can't deal with this Ninja right now. And if they go for like Thorn or something and they don't have removal, I get to like Scred the Thorn, take the Monarch, and draw a card. So could work out. Oh wow, they're going Ninja. I'm gonna try to Scred the Ninja for sure. If they have a removal spell here, or a counter spell. Wow, and it's a creature they can block with. Yeah, this is over now. I'll keep playing, but it's not looking good. I'll attack. Have to try to draw like a bolt or something to kill this. I know I just bottomed a bolt and a Scred as well. Okay. Bottom, top, play that, pass. They have one card in hand. Spire Golem's actually pretty decent on this board. It's just like the biggest thing out there. That's why these games can go so long. Are they just going to try to upgrade their Stormbound Geist? No. Smart. Counterspell is good. I can trade ninjas here. I don't really want to. I have Counterspell and Spellstutter, so actually I'm almost like ahead. If I draw a bolt here, I have double counter back, potentially, or Spellstutter plus counter, and then this can only block flyers, so that can actually block ninja, which is why I don't want to do the trade. Cast down Spire Golem. Just counter that. Dispel. Let's go for Spell Stutter. Had two good draws back to back there. Hopefully their last card's just a land. And bolt for this. Ninja. Alright, I'm going to attack with Spire Golem. Try to ninja. They could block with Stormbound Geist here, but that'd be fine. They should know I have ninja. If they block here, do I just play ninja? I think so. They didn't block? Oh, they are blocking. Okay. I'm just going to play this out because I'm not sure when else I'm going to get to deploy it. I'm at 11. So that's definitely something to keep in mind as well. Now I just get to smash with both ninjas. They can block one, but then they don't really have a good block on the second one. They can smash me for 3, but I'll just take. It's all about drawing cards in this matchup. Life total's not that relevant until you're dead. Yeah, this is looking pretty reasonable though. Wow, they're just smashing with everything. I'm just gonna go block, block here. Could double block the ninja, but I don't want to get agony warped. Because they could go -3 on one, kill the other one, and then trade for both my ninjas. I don't want to get agony warped here. I'll just take 3, try to trade with these two. I guess the agony warp would still wreck me there because they go -3 attack on that one, -3 toughness on this one. So that still would have been an insane time for an agony warp. And they have the snuff out, okay. Preordain, perfect. Bottom, top. Little lag there. I thought it just glitched. All right, I mean, these are insanely good. I'm going to draw the bolt and just try to bolt right now. I'd be surprised if it gets countered, honestly. Then I'm drawing Counterspell next turn and then Preordain. Oh, wow, Hydro Blast. All right, no attack, obviously. Drawing Counterspell next turn. Oh, no. Preordain. They're in the tank. But see, I'm ahead on time. So if this game goes for much longer, they're going to be short on time for game 3. You got to play fast. All right, well, they don't really have attacks here. They went top, top, but I have a counter, and I'm drawing Preordain next turn. Again, you don't want to draw Preordain and then have to top good cards. You want to Preordain into like blank cards and then bottom anything that's bad if you can. I think this is better. Wow, attacking with both? Do they have another ninja? Oh god. They literally just topped ninja into ninja? That's brutal. I guess I can counterspell the Stormbound Geist on the way back down. They do get to draw 1 card here, so if they drew a counterspell, that's just insane. But, okay. Now we're ahead again. Nice. This is close. I kind of want to just draw the Lightning Bolt and get this off the board. Attack with Spire. And then I'll play another Spire Golem next turn. Looks like they just drew land. Spire Golem's pretty good. Faeries here, sure. Top, top, oh god. I think I'm attacking with both? Maybe just attack with 1 is better. How many ninjas have gone? 1, 2, 3. 3 ninjas gone. 1, 2, 3. 3 ninjas gone. 1, 2. How many spell stutters gone? 3. All 4 spell stutters are gone. Just attack bottom top. Spread is definitely good enough. But see what I mean? A lot of times you draw most of your deck, and you want your deck to be full of gas in this matchup. Certainly I'll trade here. I'm at 6. Drew a Scred. They don't have any spell stutters left. Okay. Spell stutter, nice. I have 1 Spire Golem left. Bolt, sure. I'm also ahead on time, but there's a lot of cards left in both our libraries. Preordain? Yeah, I'll try to counter that. Removal spell. Yep. Okay, Preordain happens. Nothing I can do. One top, one bottom. Ninja. Okay. I think I just actually Lightning Bolt this because I want Scred for Gurmag if they have one in their deck. Sometimes they have two. Faeries here. Bottom. Top. I think there's two lands on the bottom of our deck, which is definitely something to note. Snuff out, sure. 17 cards to 15. We're going to 14 cards. I'm gonna draw the Ponder here. I think I will just Ponder again. I'll draw. I think I'll draw Scred and then Ash Barrens. I guess I can just shuffle. I don't know how many good cards I have left in my deck. I think I will just shuffle. Wow, that was good. It could have another removal spell, certainly. Augur. Okay, I think I'm gonna just Scred this now. What'd they hit? Preordain? That's good. I'm down on cards in library as well. It's something of note. Top? Oh, brutal. And then they can guaranteed hit because they topped. Suffocating Fumes? I guess I can't attack. And I can't block also. But they can't really attack either. What an interesting game here. They just played a land. It's not like playing land actually does anything. Again, I'm behind on cards in library. I'll just keep that, actually. I don't want to cycle because maybe they have to cantrip. And then I can get ahead on cards in library if they make a mistake. Okay. Do they have any counter spells left? Cycle Suffocating Fumes. Wow. Cycle a second Suffocating. Do they have three? They do, right? Yeah. They have triple Suffocating Fumes. Okay. They have 7 cards, so now I'm ahead on cards. They have to be able to kill me with only 6 cards left. That's going to be tough. One top, one bottom. I don't think they have enough left to deal me 6 damage with this on board too. Bottom. Yeah, I don't think they can do it. I'm just going to go no attack here. I'm just going to try to survive till they mill. I don't think they should have drawn that many cards. They have to deal me 6, can they? They know that there's nothing left in their deck. See, this is what I'm talking about. Too many cantrips. It actually happens. Scred? I'll just wait on Scred for them to go for an attack. And I'm ahead on time. I just really don't think they can kill me. Ninja? I don't want to draw any cards. Just gonna play this. Pass. Oh, this is a May to draw cards, but still, I don't even want to attack. They're just gonna mill. They have to kill me like in 2 turns here. 1 card in library. And they know it's a land from these Fairy Seers. Yeah, they're gonna get the last land out of their deck. GG's. Yeah, too many cantrips. You often end up drawing your whole deck in these matchups. It happens a lot. I talk about it. It doesn't usually happen when I'm recording, but this is when it happens. And this is why you want to side out some ponders. It sounds like so weird to do, but often it can be good. I guess I didn't do it this time. I guess I sided out 4 Fairy Miscreants, but it's not like those are very good either. But it can be a really good strategy to side out cantrips in these blue mirrors. Even though cantrips are really good and they help you in the late game, if you have enough stuff to grind, you can still get there. That was a pretty cool kind of like that game was a cool explanation of why having too many cantrips in your deck can make you mill out. Nice. Got a long match there. I'll see if I can 3-2 this thing. All right. We fought back to 2-2. Let's see if we can get the one chest. And do I get a QP? I didn't forget. I think if I 3-2, I get one QP. So we're going for it. I'll keep this hand. This hand's good. We have a Fairy Seer Scry. We have a Miscreant. And Burn? Whom Hellhound? Oh man, we're going deep in the 2-2 bracket. All right, let's see what we draw. Spell Stutter. Just run out of Fairies here. Coom, Hellhound, and Pauper. I wonder if this is a landfall brew, like a red-green landfall deck. This is interesting here, actually. I think I just go top island, top Ash Barrens, and that way next turn I'll draw Ash Barrens, and if I want to, I can go cycle Ash Barrens, get Mountain, spread your thing. Alternatively, if I want to wait, I can play Island and then choose to draw another Island and get closer to Spire Golem. But I think it's worth to go top, and most likely I'm just going to shuffle away the second Island anyway. But it's nice to have it there as the option to draw just in case. They go like Evolving Wilds, hit for 4. Wow, they are exactly doing that. Okay, this is fine though. I think I'm just gonna go cycle Ash Barrens Mountain, kill your Hellhound right now. Maybe I don't care about it that much. Maybe I'd rather leave a Counterspell and Spellstutter Sprite for the second threat. Even if they have another fetch, which is worst case, I still only take 4 more damage. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually just gonna keep drawing lands here. I just changed my mind. I don't care that much about the damage. And now if they like try to play another creature, I can just spell stutter it or counter it. And then next turn I can scred that thing. Most likely they're just gonna play land, attack for 2, which I just really don't care about. Yeah, I'm just gonna counter this with spell stutter sprite. Seems good to me. I get to use my spell stutter. They don't draw, and they don't get to double landfall. So they're just red green landfall here. No land. Yeah, that's the problem with that deck. All right, so now I'm drawing island. I don't even care about killing this right now either. I think I just am gonna go land, miscreant, attack for 2, leave up counterspell. If they don't play anything that I care about, then I'll just cycle Ash Barrens. And otherwise, I can just cycle Ash Barrens for Mountain next turn if I need to counterspell. So I like the line that I ended up on. I was, again, thinking about killing Hellhound earlier, but I'm glad I took this line. So they probably play just a bunch of Terramorphic Expanse and Evolving Wilds, and then like some number of Explorers and ways to like trigger extra landfalls. I wonder if they play Cleansing Wildfire as well. I feel like they probably should if they don't. I'll obviously just take 2 off this Hellhound here. Spare supplies? That doesn't make sense to me in that deck. Why? Why? I guess this is just some type of like homebrew. Cool cards in there, but I think I just counter the spare supplies. Maybe not. I mean, it is going to draw another card. I'm just going to counter it. It's pretty funny, but I know they're kind of stuck on lands. Like, if I don't counter this, it represents a card draw now and another card draw later. So I think I'd rather just like kind of take the 1-for-1 rather than get 2-for-1. All right, this is interesting. I think I'm going to ponder before shuffle. Yeah. Preordain, Scred. I mean, I do want another shred for sure. Just sucks to have to shuffle away double preordain. This is the problem with waiting on the Ash Barrens. I can't even deploy Spire Golem here anyway, so I could just draw one preordain, cast it. No, that doesn't even do anything. Do I even care about having another shred? I think I do. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw the shred and then shuffle the preordains. It sucks, but I think that's where I want to be. I'll just shred this right now. I think that's safer. And then I'll attack for 3. Again, really sucks to shuffle away those preordains. I think killing this is right. Maybe not, because I could have just drawn one preordain and then drawn the shred, and then next turn gone Ash Baron shuffle. Plated GOP'd. Okay, that was kind of expected. It's definitely why I kept another removal spell. Grazer. That actually blocks my flyers. So they could have some nut draws where they really just like landfall a bunch. Their deck is sweet, but okay, draw preordain anyway, get rewarded. Nice. I could just wait on preordain and just go shred this, attack for 2 when they block, and then play Spire Golem, preordain next turn. I think that's the highest upside play. And then I can like see what they do and preordain accordingly. Guess I'll attack first. They're gonna block, obviously. This is 0/3 reach for 1 mana. This card is good. I had some Flicker Brews with this in mind where you can like ephemerate this and just start putting like a bunch of lands into play. But I never really pulled the trigger on recording with any of them or even playing them in any leagues, as you can imagine. All right, I like waiting on preordain there too. Have we triggered Miscreant this league? What is this? Oh, it's 2 mana, 2/1 trample. And whenever a land enters, it gets +1/+1 till end of turn. That does not seem that good to me. If they don't have bounce lands, they should. I'll probably bring in a not the cannonade, but the other one, the 4 mana that deals 5 damage to each ground creature in this matchup. Just leave preordain here, easy. I always like to preordain before ponder in these spots, because you can just bottom some cards with ponder that you don't want, and then preordain, and then you like dig through a lot of your deck. Do you think frostbite? They're asking if frostbite is Pauper viable. Um, I guess technically it might be, but most likely it's not that good. I think there's just better options in general. It is a decent removal spell, but I think Scred is just so good that Scred is just better than Frostbite in most situations. Let me just talk to the opponent real quick. I'll pause just so you don't have to see me typing. All right, just wanted to chat with the opponent, tell them my feelings on Frostbite, and then I'll just continue here. They're probably going to talk back, so it'll be a second. But yeah, I don't think Frostbite is really that great. They said not going to stream snipe in my first Pauper league. Okay, that's why they're red green landfall. That's cool. I mean, the deck is cool. There are some interesting cards. Like I don't know if this is good enough, and it's hard to have enough lands in this deck to really continually hit land drops and keep triggering landfall. But yeah, hopefully they check out the channel. Sounds good. And then I'm gonna ponder. Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna ponder, but I'm just gonna miscreant again. So now we're kind of doing the mono blue thing where you just put a bunch of stuff into play and kind of keep drawing cards. And I'll just attack with all. I'm not really worried about the 2/1 landfaller. They have 2 cards left. I don't know if they thought I was on Twitch or something because I'm not, I don't usually stream. I usually just like to record and then post the videos on YouTube. See, this is just much worse than Geopede because with double landfall, it only becomes a 4 power thing. So 2 mana for a 4 power thing, like best case. I know you could explore into it and like maybe give it +4/+4 and make it 6 power trample, but I don't think it's that great overall. Because I'm just gonna take 4 here, go to 10, and then be relatively safe, especially starting next turn with spell stutter for that's an X=6 spell stutter. That's pretty insane. I've countered like a mole drifter with spell stutter before. I think that's the best thing I've done. Usually if you have more fairies than that, you're already winning. Alright, I take 4. Oh, are they gonna give it double strike or something? Swell of Growth. I have to read this. Target creature gets +2/+2. You can put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. Opponent is going deep with the landfall. Nope. Obviously, it doesn't quite work out because by the time you cast this, you most likely don't have another land. You could just play like Vines of Basswood for 2 mana or something. But yeah, they're still learning. Obviously, they said it's their first league, so sweet. I mean, I don't know if they're in the 2-2 bracket, but they likely are, and they're doing pretty well considering. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Um, yeah, I think I just shred this now and then attack. And then I think that should lock it up because I have spells that are sprite to counter anything. They have 1 card. Yeah, for those watching still, it's um, really good. A really good way to improve at Magic is actually to watch other people play Magic. That's how I learned. I watched a lot of like LSV content when I was younger, and I watched a just like I still watch Magic content today. I think watching Magic is a good way to learn. I mean, playing Magic is also good, but especially when you're still starting out and you're not as strong yet, um, definitely watching and listening to people talk about it is a really good thing because they might talk about things that you didn't realize and it'll like increase the speed that you learn. So yeah, I hope you all watching are learning something. I really try to talk about all my plays and explain them so you can learn better. That's one of the goals of my channel. So yeah, hopefully you're having a good time, chilling, watching me play and learning something while doing it. That's the goal. All right, all 4 miscreants we got there. Let's just go sandstorm, hydroblasts. I don't think I need curfew, especially if they have like um, the the 1 mana O3 landfall thing. I don't think this is actually good. I think just having maximum removal seems where I want to be. Um, I just basically want to keep all the possible removal. I think Miscreant's actually decent because I think they're not really playing that much actual removal. They could have like Lightning Bolt, but not sure really what to side out. I think Spire Golem is a little bit slow. I could just side out like double Fairies here. Doesn't actually like trade with their stuff that well. I want to just bring in all the removal possible. And then side out 1 ninja because it's a little clunky and slow as well. Keep in all the cantrips and all the removal and just try to cantrip and find removal spells. Keep a hand hopefully that has access to red mana and blue mana. And then we should be okay. So it's funny, like in the O2 bracket, we like it happens a lot. I'm gonna keep this hand. In like the O2 bracket, a lot of times you end up like playing against like tier 1 decks, and then in the 2-2 bracket, we're playing against somebody in their first Pauper league, and awesome that they're starting out. It's like you got to start somewhere. It's pretty dope. They're playing like what looks to be a homebrew, so it's pretty sweet. Build your own deck, play in a league. Sounds good. Have fun. And my guess is they're 2/2 right now as well. They just grazer land go. Okay, I mean, I don't care about grazer. I think I'm just going to ponder looking for more blue sources. I can bolt something later. Yeah, this is good enough. It's another land that I can have, and if they just play like a landfall creature or something, I can just go like Mountain Bolt plus Ponder or Preordain. This is going to be insane in this matchup. This card is awesome. Wow, blue mana? I was not expecting blue mana. I mean, I guess if you have Evolving Wilds, might as well. I'm gonna just go for Lightning Bolt on this now. I don't want to attacking for 0. Send a message. Oh, they're pumping +4. That makes sense. Okay, I was gonna say sending a message, but they're actually attacking for 4. Makes sense that they have Groundswell as well. I have Counterspell on top, which I guess is fine to draw. They're down to 2 cards in hand. The blue decks are just like the base blue decks, I should say, are just they're just so good because of Ponder and Preordain. They just like it makes it hard for other decks like that don't have a really good engine like Tron to compete with them. Just because you have this like cycle of like always finding lands or spells, whatever you need with these cantrips, it just makes them so incredibly good. Um, so basically, in summary, cantrips equals busted. That's why Ponder and Brainstorm are restricted in Vintage, just because they're so good. Hellhound, 2 cards left. They're playing a Terramorphic right now. I bet their last card's another fetch land if they're playing this now. They're they're sacking it. This doesn't have haste though. I'm not sure what's happening. They're just passing. I mean, they should wait here because if I had like a 2 damage removal spell, they could sack this and save their thing in response. But now they cannot. I'll just go Fjord into Scred this now. I don't even know if I technically need to. They have 1 card left, but I think I'm supposed to do it anyway. And then I'll just Ponder again. Is this like a protection spell? I mean, this should also just. Yeah, they're saying they should have cracked the wilds later. Still new to Pauper. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been better to save it, but it still wouldn't save it here because Scred is dealing 3 damage. So even if they saved it and they cracked it, I would still deal 3 damage to it. So it wouldn't exactly save it there. Yeah, I'm gonna just draw these. I'll just draw Ninja later. I don't know. Just didn't put too much thought into that. Definitely fun to start playing in leagues though. If you just play in like the casual queues, I think leagues makes it a lot more fun when there's like a little bit of money on the line, prizes, and you just get to play against better opponents in general. So I think it's more fun. But I understand if you just like to play casual too. It's totally understandable. Just bottom top. I can't Sandstorm yet. I need 1 more card in graveyard, but I'm just gonna end up turn spells that are here and then Ninja. I mean, we have like a tier 1 Faeries deck, and opponent is on a landfall homebrew, so it's gonna be tough for them. All our removal just really makes it tough for them to win. All right, they might be playing the +2/+2 and put a land from your hand in. This doesn't actually have landfall. Maybe they think it does. I'm not sure. I guess like end of turn spell stutter doesn't actually do it, but I'll just counter this now. And then I get to get my ninja going because they could have actually blocked my spell stutter if I just went end of turn spell stutter. This card is just nuts. Oh, they have this too? I thought they had 0 cards left in hand. I just misread that or something. All right, I just take 2, and then I just get ninja going. Bring my spell stutter back to hand, and they're down to 0 cards. Yeah, I just don't think Swell of Growth quite cuts it, because even if you put a land from your hand and trigger landfall, you could have just played a 2 mana +4/+4 +5/+5. So that's just not quite going to do it. All right. Well, hopefully, Grey Ghost, if you're watching, you keep playing and playing some more leagues and continue to improve. Pauper is really fun. Magic's really fun. It's fun to get better at it, and it's kind of the goal here. Have fun, get better. I'm still trying to improve myself. I still make a lot of mistakes. They can actually block here. I'll just flash into spell stutter if they don't cast anything. So they knew I had this, but I'll still just play one. I have another one. I have double counter. I'm just going to attack, and then they can block here, take 1, and then I'll just play a miscreant. I'll draw a removal for this at some point. Or if not, then I can just keep attacking in the air. I guess there was literally... I guess I did have to attack with ninja, otherwise this has reach, so it can block here too. 3 mana? Oh wow. Scythe Cat, that's sick. I have not seen that. I'm gonna counter it here, but that is pretty sick. That actually like is pretty good with all their evolving wilds. Wow, and then they have the flame slash on the ninja. Jeez. They're getting me. I guess I could have spell stuttered the Scythe Cat. I didn't really think about that. I'm not going to Sandstorm, just a Grazer. I'll just attack for 1 and pass. Just take it slow here. Quadruple counterspell up. Sandstorm. I was thinking about just dropping the league at 0-2. I don't always do that. I have before, but I was like, oh, I'm recording. I'll just keep playing. And looks like we're going to get to 3-2. This card just doesn't make sense in the deck. Yeah, it's a 2 mana draw 2, but even if you have blue, why do you have blue mana and then spare supplies? Like that doesn't make sense to me at all. You could just play a blue card draw spell. This isn't exactly where you want to be. I know this is like a slow draw 2, but there's better options out there. Attack for 2. And pass. They play another ground creature now. I'll just let it resolve and then Sandstorm. Land. Should also hold a land probably just in case they draw landfall creatures, but again, my hand is good. I don't think I can lose from this point. I mean, it's tough just also, again, when we're playing like a good Faeries deck against any homebrew. Even like when I try to go like a little deep and just brew random decks, I've been playing for a long time. It's just it's tough to fight like these really good fairy decks with homebrews. All right, I could just spell setter to get it over with quicker, but just hold it. Just play stuff. Attack. They go to 8. And then we have a turn 2 clock. A 2 turn clock. Not a turn 2 clock. That would be pretty good. I guess we don't need the end step stop. We've probably been playing with that for ages. I like to play with minimal stops here. Just go fast. Another counter. Sweet. 1/1 flyers. Get there. If they play a creature, I'll just let it resolve and then Sandstorm. It's hard to sweeten this deck. I did want to go up to 2, um, but it costs 4 mana and you can't play it till the later game, so it's better just to cantrip and find it and then play it. So wow, 0-2 into 3-2. Again, I think this deck is decent. Do I think it's worse than the version with Augur? Probably, but it's something interesting to explore. I think we could improve this deck a little bit, like this version of the deck a little bit, but not sure exactly how, because if you cut lands from the deck, you have to either cut Ash Barrens, Fjord, or Islands, and then you're reducing either your colored mana for your red cards, which post board really matters. If you're cutting Fjord, yeah, you're cutting your, again, red sources. If you cut either of these, you're cutting red sources. If you cut Island, you're cutting your turn 1 blue sources for these cards. So that's why it probably is better, like, to play something like this with Augur, a couple more spells. Like Behold the Multiverse is good. I could even go down a Spire Golem here, play one more spell, play like a 9th cantrip or something, just to increase the hits on Augur. It is tough to fit Spire Golems, Augurs, and like everything else into the deck, but this is potentially better. Augur missing does feel bad, but just being a 1/3 helps gum up the ground. It's good because it makes running Cannonade a lot more viable. It's such a potent threat to Ninja back in the blue matchups. So all that together, I think this version probably is better in the end. I got really excited when I thought about running like Miscreant Fairies here in Spellstutter. I think overall it is a little bit worse, but it is cool how you get to run more Spire Golems. Like we saw against Blue Black, it was still pretty good just to have like a bunch of Spires and not worry about our spell count. So it's definitely something to work on more. Like, what if I just cut like one island? What if I cut like somehow 2 lands and then maybe cut 2 Fairy Seers, play 4 Delvers or something? I mean, I still have 20 spells that I can set up to flip Delver with Ponder or Preordain. And then I like my deck is pretty aggressive. I don't know. It's tough. Like you want all the fairies for Ninja. I'm just like talking, thinking about how to improve the deck now. Not really sure, but this has been sweet. This has been a fun league. My channel, again, youtube.com/snapbolt. My name's Max. Please subscribe. Please like this video. It really helps me. Just trying to make content, having fun while doing so. Peace. Till next time.